Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Reborn. When we last left off, Heather was really horrible, and then got kidnapped by an evil German guy who's definitely not Sigmund Freud, and electrocuted.
Door's locked. Jeez, I thought we would at least be able to get in.
It's locked. What are we supposed to do now?
Locked.
There is a noise. Hi again.
What? The door was just locked. Shelly and I both tried it.
Yep. I saw Huffba's glowiness through the wall, so I unlocked the door.
Glowiness?
Huffba glows. It's amazing. Hi, I'm Anna. Nice to meet you.
Haha, hey! I'm Kay. You're pretty peppy.
She always is, and always when it's least appropriate.
But when it's least appropriate is when it's most necessary. So, like, why are you guys here? Is it for that other girl that was just brought in? She was kicking and screaming the whole way. Not that that's unusual.
We're going to save her.
Yeah, it's a prison break. You guys wanna come?
There's not even a question. If I have a chance to get out of here, I'm gone.
Well, we're not leaving without Heather.
Of course you aren't. Besides, it's only a matter of seconds until the orderlies notice you guys and toss you out.
Our Pokemon were confiscated, so you guys are gonna be seriously outnumbered.
No kidding. Alright, I can take care of a few of them for you. But if you don't come back for me, I will find you. Charlotte, what are you doing?
Creating a diversion.
Hey, assholes. Give me my cigarettes.
No, we can't do that, Charlotte.
I want my fucking cigarettes.
Charlotte, we're going to have to ask you to calm down.
I'll calm down when I get my smokes. What else are you gonna do? Throw me in the circuit? Ooh, I'm so scared.
We could do that. You're asking for it.
Try me.
Fine. Let's go, Charlotte.
No! Give me! Let go of me!
Ow! She bit me! Hey, help me out here! Restrain her! Get her in the circuit!
Hey! What's the circuit?
It's where they put the really bad kids to be alone.
Hey, who's that in the doorway?
Uh-oh, they saw you guys.
Heidi-ho, intruders! It's currently outside of visiting hours. We're gonna have to ask you to leave.
Well,
Well, we're gonna have to decline. Huffba, Shelly, let's go!
Right!
okay, it is battle time! It looks like we are storming the School of Evil, and we're gonna rescue all the happy children and release them into the wild where they can frolic and be free. Why this is allowed to exist, I'm not quite sure, but I guess Reborn as a town just does not have its shit together. I mean, I saved those wards from the Pulse Machine ages ago, and they haven't even begun rebuilding efforts. No one seems to care. It's a bad town. I bet the Bixen Wasteland is a better place to live after all. I think this new gym leader, Ara, probably has the right of it. So, either way, Miserly Old Ma is awesome, but not quite suited to Slowpoke, and so we're going to get Big Sister Edible Fred in there to sort things out with a Petal Dance. As you can see, Slowpoke stands no chance. Of course, there's probably likely going to be a steel type coming in, but there isn't. It's a psychic type called LGM. And let me tell you, LGM is like one of my favourite psychic types ever, just because of the way they look and the fact that they are Martians. Well, not Martians in the proper Pokemon lore, but let's face it, they're Martians. Look, they've even got the War of the Worlds 50s movie hand things. They're great.
What do you think you're doing?
Winning. That's what I'm doing.
We beat them?
Quickly, warn the doctor! Lock down the quarters!
You're really strong. I'm Anna. Your name was Shelly, right? Wanna be friends?
Friends? But
I know, you already have so many friends. But there's room for one more, right?
I don't have many friends.
Of course you do. Can't you see all the strings?
Strings?
Every time a friendship is formed, an invisible thread is tied between two people. Only, they're not invisible. To me. And you have so many around you. I've never seen so many. There must be a lot of people who really care about you.
Really?
Yeah. And it's one more since we're friends now.
The other orderlies are probably gonna come back from locking Charlotte up soon.
Well, that won't do. I'll hold them off as best I can. You guys find Heather.
Take a defensive position right in the doorway. That way, no matter how many of them there are, they can't gang up on you.
Great idea. You're pretty smart, kid.
Yeah.
Nidoking, baby, you're up! Quickly, grab the boy.
No.
Help.
If we hurry, we can catch them.
I'll follow you. Huffba, let's hurry.
Alright, we are on a mission. I love how Shelly sort of scuttles her feet as she runs.
Please leave at once. Outsiders are not allowed in this area.
Okay, it looks like another sort of realm, just like that building we're in with all the Team Meteor. We get to double battle, which presumably means heals after every fight, hype, and it also means we get to fight alongside Shelly. That's right, the gym leader who just kicked my ass for the last 3 videos or so is now my ally. I get to see all of her Pokemon in action, and they're on my side, which I think is pretty cool. Of course, they don't have the advantage of the forest anymore, but it still looks like they're pretty tough. So let's see just what we can achieve when we work together. There's another all-terrain Venomoth there, but I feel like Miserly Old Ma is going to be more than enough to dispatch that, especially with some help from Heather there. Unfortunately, Miserly Old Ma has fallen asleep, which is so like someone called Miserly Old Ma. Precisely what they do. At least Strugglebug is going to get rid of the LGM, who, again, I'll reiterate, is awesome. In fact, I like LGM so much that their evolution BGM I still kind of like, but it's not quite as pure and crisp Martian as LGM is. So during Gen 5, I did in fact experiment with creating a competitive team that had LGM in it. Not its evolution, the actual LGM. It really didn't work overall, but I think I had like 1 victory, and that just made it all worth it. Like 1 victory in which LGM actually featured. I had some other victories, but they were victories where LGM never actually entered the fray, so to speak. But yeah, point is, I like LGM, and no matter how functionally impossible it is, I do try and battle with Pokemon that I like, rather than Pokemon that are objectively strong. Which I think is a reason why I'm quite excited by all the field effects in this game, because it means that you can actually sort of, in very specific situations, admittedly, make a sort of valid team filled with your favourites. I mean, it was as I've already said, Shelly's Pokemon should be kind of crap, and yet they were absolutely devastating. I could barely beat them because of the buffs they had. So, obviously there's Sadly, not really many places in the game where that works in our favour. Which, yeah, that'd be cool. Like, maybe in the end game. I don't know if this game even has an end game yet, given that it's not finished. But in the end game, you should be able to like have custom battles with AI trainers, and you could like choose your own settings, like the battle format, and indeed the field. That would be quite nifty. If not, at least have like the fields capable of being made through every single. No. Have every single field capable of being generated by some move or another. And then I'll just get the one that buffs LGM and just make 6 LGMs. Bam-de-bam-de-bam. Here we go. Miserly old Ma has powered up. And so Robert, who is rapidly becoming the weakest member of my team, needs all the experience he can get. See, Robert now... Why are the orderlies mad at you?
We kind of may have knocked a few of them around. But, don't take my actions as an example.
Hi, who are you? Are you new here?
Oh, I'm Shelley. This is Huffba. We're just passing through.
Alright, I don't want to keep talking because... BAM!
A bar for the children's quarters. Outsiders may not pass.
I suggest you not interfere with the Doctor's design. But yeah, as I was saying... What was I saying? I was definitely saying something. I can't let it slip my mind now, because it was at least mildly good. Oh yes, now that my team's had a bit of a switch up, Robert is basically the oldest, most veteran member here, except for Edible Fred. And I feel there's potential in Robert, you know, the acid spray / sludge bomb combo can be so strong. It's not strong right now because we're facing mostly steel types. But I feel that if we just get Robert to evolve into Garbodor, which will massively make him more powerful in general, and also, you know, get some better attacking moves, like Takedown is okay, but something with better type coverage would be very handy indeed. I think if we can get those things for Robert, he can stay on the team, but unless he evolves soon, I honestly can't remember when Trubbishes evolve into Garbodor. Yeah, Garbodor. Unless he evolves soon, and unless he becomes a little bit more flexible soon, he might have to go. He might have to be replaced by something slightly more awesome, which will be sad. It'll be sad to see Robert go. But you've got to be brutal to win in this game, it turns out. I don't quite know who I'd replace him with yet, because on this playthrough I basically have no Pokemon at all, but that'll be something. I mean, Robert will basically become obsolete the second Edible Fred learns a powerful poison move, and I'm pretty sure Edible Fred will. Actually, you know, I can't remember what moves Pokemon learn through level up and what they learn from like TMs and tutors and stuff, so maybe Edible Fred actually doesn't have a really good poison move they'll learn all on their own, so... Not that poison is a type you really need to have in your team, given that it's strong against grass and fairy. That's it. Whereas they're weak against psychic, which are very commonly used. Ground, which is very commonly used. What else? Probably everything. Poison is quite possibly weak to every single class. Type, that is. I'm sorry, I'm still really tired. Remember how in the other videos I mentioned that I only had like an hour and a half to 2 hours of sleep? This is still the same day as that, and it's now 9:30 at night, which means that, you know, I've essentially, in the last many hours, only had like 2 hours of sleep. So I am beginning to sort of flurben and schnurben, but I have a schedule to keep. I didn't make any videos yesterday, so I've got to make yesterday's videos plus today's videos today. And the video I'm doing right now is today's videos, which the videos you saw earlier are yesterday's videos. Ho ho ha ha! And now we get to the part of the fight where I don't understand how Mirror Move works. In fact, let me just boot up Bulbapedia and look it up, because my understanding of it is basically Mirror Move should use the last attack that Pokemon has used. Whereas right now with Jack it seems like Mirror Move does nothing. So allow me to Bulbapedize and see what it is about this move that I am missing. So, Mirror Move, Bulbapedia, Bulbagarden. You don't know the Bulba Garden site? Oh my god, it's your one-stop shop for Pokemon. Some people prefer Cerebi, but I'm a Bulba Garden boy all the way. So let's see what Mirror Move does. Mirror Move uses the last move targeted at the user by a Pokemon still on the field. Yeah. Yeah, that's... See, I'm even confirming it to myself now on the video. But it just didn't happen. Jack should have used Klinkklang's last attack, but he did not. He just did nothing. So is Mirror Move broken in this game? Is Mirror Move broken in all the games? Or did I somehow use it wrong? I'm confused. I am deeply and bitterly confused because I thought I was being pretty clever. I thought I was giving Jack a pretty viable way to beat that Klinklang, but... Or that Clang, sorry. Not quite Klinklang yet.
This won't do.
I forget the voices. They're just orderlies, what can I do?
Oh no, Noel! What are we gonna do now? Maybe Anna will know. Let's go ask her!
Alright, so first of all, I feel it's somehow symbolically important that Jack go after Robert, because they're both level 33s. Doesn't actually make a difference, but I like to be sort of neat and tidy with my teams. I do, I really do.
We couldn't. They locked the door.
That's no good. How do they expect us to rescue anyone if they go and do a thing like that? Just as well. I think there's an override program in the lab. It's down that hall and to the left. We're not allowed to go in there. That's why I know all about it. Cheeky. A particularly cheeky play there, Anna.
Just what do you hope to accomplish? This is the doctor's office. You're going to have to leave.
Right, 2 more orderlies. I've noticed that all of the orderlies dress exactly the same, and they all wear germ masks, despite the fact that this is an orphanage / psychiatric hospital, rather than a hospital in which contagious diseases will exist. Unless they think that mental illness is contagious, in which case, oh my goodness, they're so silly. Should just sort of go over there with my bad old autistic self and just breathe. See him freak out, see him panic. But now I can't work out what this is supposed to be, because clearly most of the children here are just orphans. So why is there electroshock therapy going on? I mean, obviously the plot is that the electroshock therapy is evil and bad, and I don't mean to imply that electroshock therapy would be good if the children were showing mental illness signs, because, as it turns out, electroshock therapy is not a good thing. Mike Oldfield swears by it, but other than him, wouldn't recommend it. He seems to think that it did him some good in the 70s, it really gave his musical career a shot in the arm. But no, that was weird. I wouldn't recommend the Mike Oldfield route to getting over anxiety, I think it was. Basically, he was an anxious, possibly depressed young man who ended up joining a cult. And I'm not being hyperbolic, it was literally a cult. I can't remember what it was called. But yes, it was a cult, and he got electroshock therapy there. And then he came back, dropped a new album, and was like, I'm awesome now, yay for electroshock. But no, I think I'm going to agree with this game's stance that electroshock therapy is bad. Because... what do I even have to say? Because you're electrocuting people. Shouldn't be done. Shouldn't be done. And, you know, no proven effects anyway outside of Mike Oldfield's word of mouth. And even if there were proven effects, you are still electrocuting people. So, you know, pros and cons, people, pros and cons. So what's even going on in this battle? I am having genuine difficulty keeping my eyes open. I might actually go to bed at a reasonable hour today. And if that happens, it might even have been worth not sleeping last night, because my sleep pattern is terrible. It's just awful. It truly is, and it makes me sad, because As much as my natural body is telling me that clearly I'm a night owl, I do like to sleep during the night and be awake during the day, because that's what people do. Most things that happen during the daytime. Not really much happens during the nighttime, except the Mighty Boosh will be on television somewhere. That's literally the only reason to exist during nighttime. Other than that, can't play loud music, can't dance and sing while naked in the kitchen. You know, there's just... Well, you probably could, you just have to sing quietly. But either way, night offers fewer opportunities for activities, and therefore it always feels like slightly a waste of time. But I'm awake then, and then during the day I'm all like,
So tired.
you know, I would like a better balance. Speaking of better balance, this Magnemite probably feels embarrassed. All of our moves are not very effective against it, and yet we are demolishing it. Because Jack didn't quite do what was needed to save the day, but luckily Illumise is here to pick up the slack. I wonder why, actually. I wonder why Heather only nicknamed Shelly nicknamed 2 of her Pokemon. I mean, obviously Heather is named after Heather, and Bugsy is named after Bugsy, so... And those are the 2 people that she considers important in her life, I guess. But wouldn't she just make up nicknames for her other Pokemon? Kind of feels like favoritism to only nickname 2 of her Pokemon and then leave the other 4 unnicknamed. I bet they feel unappreciated. I bet they feel like staging a coup. You should always nickname... Well, yeah. You should nickname either all of your Pokemon or none of your Pokemon. Otherwise... it's just not fair on the ones that aren't nicknamed. How can they feel like they will be able to make a connection, you know? This is how you give Pokemon confidence issues. So, Shelly, you're a great Pokemon trainer. Better than Bugsy, don't have to worry about his approval. But, I would recommend getting yourself to the name rater, giving your other Pokemon some names. You can call one from Huffbert if you like. Oh, what's going on here?
Have you no regard for procedure?
This area is strictly off limits to absolutely everybody except us!
Alright, more orderlies. And you know what? I can't necessarily complain about this. I mean, it's repetitive, but then so was grinding for about 5 hours to be able to beat Shelly. You know, I would much rather take narrative progression and some heaping handfuls of experience as I go than I would just pain and devastation all over again. So there we go. Piplup is nearly going down. Guess I aimed at Voltorb because I was expecting Heather to finish Piplup off. Will my dreams come to pass? Yes, there we go. Piplup is down. Voltorb is also down, but not necessarily in the way we want. Look at that! Robert takes that self-destruct like a pro, and so does Heather, surprisingly. Like, I expected Robert to do okay because Trubbishes, much like Grimers and Coughings, are quite bulky. They don't have that much offensive capability relative to other Pokemon, but they can take a hit. Whereas Yanmegas, I was assuming, are like fast special attackers that are feeble, but I guess not. They must be bulky special attackers, start off slow, and just seem fast because of that speed boost. You know what? Screw it. Bulba Garden's right here. Let's see what the deal is with Yanmega. And do anything I want. And, you know, I'm half exhausted, don't have much to talk about. Let's just make these Pokemon videos a proper free-for-all. Anything goes. I can ramble on about any old crap, as long as it's tangentially related to Pokemon or me. Those will be the rules. Or anything I'm interested in, just to, you know, widen those rules a little bit. Okay. Yanmega has the highest HP base stat of all Bug-type Pokemon. At 86, this is the lowest instance of a base stat that is the highest within its type. Wow. Bugs suck. Alright, so what's a Yanmega? What do they do? What's their deal? I can never remember what... Okay, let's see. Alright, lots of HP. They've got a bit of defense. Let me compare that now with Trubbish. Let me compare it. Trubbish. How much video do we even have left? Alright, I've got to finish this search quickly. We've only got a couple of minutes. And I'm really bad at surfing the net, as you can tell. So come on, Trubbish, how much defense do you have? How much? How much? Okay, alright, okay, you've got me. Yanmegas have more defense than Trubbish. I guess because it's an evolved form. Let's see how they compare with Garbodor. Also, let me find out when Garbodor actually evolves. When Trubbish evolves, even. 36! Oh my god, we're close! We're getting there. We're gonna be Garbodor soon. That's pretty fantastic. Right, video's nearly done. I better read stuff in case plot happens. Oh my god, Yanmega has more defense than Garbodor. Everything I know about Pokemon is a lie. Actually, Garbodor's stats are crap. Let me check. Yeah, Yanmega is just sort of objectively stronger than Garbodor at everything. Actually, no, Garbodor has better attack. Which means the fact that my Trubbish has all special attacks is a sham! Because Garbodor's special attack stat is crap. Let me check the move lists though. What choice do I have here? What choice? What choices? Oh, by the way, I disengaged a lock. That's pretty cool. But what choices? Alright. What level are we? What level are we? Oh my god! We don't get a good poison physical attack until level 54. Level 54! And it's an 80% accuracy attack, so I wouldn't even feel that comfortable having it. Oh my god, this is a travesty. The one we learned after that, level 59, is Explosion. Oh, shit. The video's ended.